Lost fire will rise.
Hello YouTubers and happy Halloween! Check out my new surroundings. So today, for today's Halloween episode, I wanted to talk about a show that I recently discovered on the instant Netflix, Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. I'd never actually even heard of this show, and apparently that's not such a surprise because I think it's actually from Canada. But it looked like something I would find interesting, so I had it on my instant queue for a while, and finally got around to giving it a try. And I absolutely fell in love with the show. It is great. It is hilarious. It's really funny. It's unfortunately, sadly, it only lasted 2 seasons. It was such a great show. I really wish it would have lasted for longer. The basic gist of the story is that this group of friends are trying to investigate the Book of Evil. And what is the Book of Evil? Well, basically, it's this book that this group of a satanic group is obsessed with, and they want to find. It's been apparently missing for a long time. What the book tends to do is it finds somebody who's very much in need of something, very much sad, I guess, depressed, down, feeling disenfranchised. It finds a person who needs it, and then gives them something they need through basically evil, magical means. So, the beginning of every episode, somebody has something bad happen to them, and this is taking place in a high school. So, bad, what you consider bad in high school isn't very much what you consider bad. It may just be something like, oh, they got picked on, or something along those lines. So it's in a high school setting. But the book will find somebody who most needs it, and then through evil means give them what they want. And then the main group, the main good guys, the team, they try to find the book and put a stop to it. So the main character is as the title would tell you, is Todd. He's the guy who in the very first episode he gets the book, and things almost go bad, but then the rest of the team help him out. So in other words, that's one of the main themes of the show, is that whoever it is that the book is helping, it doesn't end up helping them very well. It always winds up going pretty badly for them, and for usually everybody around them as well. Now, Todd is really cool. He's funny in the show, but what really makes the show is the ensemble cast. So you've got his best friend, his one-armed friend Curtis. He and Todd have like a real close buddy relationship. It almost goes a little beyond that. They kind of hint jokingly at it. Sort of makes me actually think of Turk and JD. That'll give you kind of some idea of what I'm talking about. Curtis is really funny. He's really extremely loyal to his friend. So he's a great guy. Then you've got Hannah, who is like the nerdy girl. So they meet her in I think the second episode, and she becomes part of the gang. And she's kind of the brains behind the operation. She's the one who comes up with the crazy gadgets and otherwise actually intelligent plans. Then of course you've got Jenny, who is Todd's love interest. She's most obsessed with finding the book because she believes it had something to do with the disappearance of her father. And Jenny's an awesome character, and I have a thing for goth chicks, so that certainly helps. But she's actually a really cool character. I think she's a little too hard on Todd sometimes, if you ask me, but I think it's all part of her, hard exterior. So the gang, they gel together really well. It's really cool. They really make a great team, and they're always trying to find the book. Usually things don't go too well for the people they're trying to help, but that's all part of the book. But perhaps the best character on that show, the most hilarious, is Atticus Murphy. He's their guidance counselor, and also happens to be, unbeknownst to them, part of the Satanist group. He's just absolutely hilarious, this guy. If you haven't seen the show, you really need to check it out, even if just for that character. He's just really funny. You also can't, of course, I can't help but mention Jimmy, the janitor there, played by Jason Mewes, another great addition to the cast. And then there's, of course, the Metal Dudes, which is basically what they're called. They're really funny, too. So there's a lot of, just a lot of random cast members here strewn about that make the show just that much greater. It's just such an awesome show. They even had a Phantom sort of related episode, hence I figured, this kind of goes hand in hand. And speaking of this mask, something a little cool. I always did like this mask. It's a Phantom of the Opera mask where you can actually take off the Phantom mask. And so anyway, but their Phantom version was actually a girl. I don't want to spoil it for you. That's one of the actually a couple of episodes she shows up in. So anyway, as I said, this is definitely a really cool show. Definitely one that I would recommend you check out. I absolutely loved it. I'm sorry, I'm saying it was only two seasons, but it's definitely one that I recommend. Good for Halloween fun. Okay, YouTubers, thank you, and have a nice day, and happy Halloween.